Hostile UAV instructions. Be advised. Hostile air package overhead. Hostile hardened sentry in your AO. Hostile UAV above. Hostile care package overhead. Hostile guardian spotted.
What's up, guys? Enos here again today, bringing you guys another Black Ops 3 video. And today I got a commentary for you. Take a break from the live commentaries for a second, I guess. But the class I'm running, I want to talk about the gameplay for a second. The class I'm running is one of the newer VMP setups I was using. And this is actually the first time I really tried it out. I think I'd only played like 2 or 3 games at this point. And it's just throwing a silencer on a VMP, really. I replaced long barrel or stock with a silencer, and since then I've added stock back to it. But at the time I didn't have a primary gunfighter 2, so I just took it off and threw a silencer on there, and I went to work in this match. And as you guys could see in that original little clip there at the beginning, that was like a 4 or 5 piece right there at the end of that uplink game, which we ended up losing. My team couldn't play the objective for the crap, so I just started kill whoring. Dropped 50 kills on that one. And it was, I mean, I really enjoy this class. It's different, and I really didn't think it would be that good, but it's actually a pretty solid class. It takes a few, an extra bullet or so to kill most of the time, but if you're playing smart and playing slow and using the silencer the way it's supposed to be used, you'll be alright. So enjoy the gameplay in the background. It's 50 plus gameplay with single digit deaths here on evac, so enjoy that. What I want to talk to you guys today about real quick is the Black Ops series is probably over. I don't know if anybody's ever really thought about that, but I was actually thinking about that earlier today. The Black Ops series is probably over. Whenever we look at what may be in the next 3 years, okay? Now, 3 years down the road is going to be a whole lot different than right now. And this is why I think the series is probably over. One, we've never had a series go past... it's never been past a trilogy. It's always been 3. Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3. Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and then of course you've got the other ones that were not quite as big of successes. Although they had COD 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if you really want to call that a trilogy, but they basically were a trilogy. You just don't see anything past a trilogy in Call of Duty. So is Treyarch going to be the first to push that mold and try to break the trend of just being trilogies? I don't know. I really don't think so. And here's why. 3 years from now, I feel like the landscape of Call of Duty is going to be a lot different. Okay, we've got Infinite Warfare is coming out, obviously later this year, and we know it has advanced movements and things like that. For the most part, for what we know so far, we have seen advanced movements. As you guys know, most of that was very poorly accepted. Oh dang! I just hit the mic. I hope that didn't make a big noise in the recording, but that was pretty poorly accepted. So 3 years from now, I don't expect that to be the case anymore, that we have advanced movement still. I really don't think that's going to be the case, because we're only going to be in basically the next game cycle. If you say that, we'll say Sledgehammer starts it off with the new cycle, we'll just call it, we'll start it with Sledgehammer. That's basically the new cycle. You can start it with Infinite Warfare, but I think it more fits into the advanced movement cycle that Sledgehammer started. So I'm going to restart it with Sledgehammer. So you're basically in year 2 of your next game cycle, and I really think by that point we'll see that advanced movements are no longer really a thing. So with that being the case, how do you pick up on a series that the last game was advanced movements, but you no longer have advanced movements in that same series? You basically have to make a prequel. Well, how do you make a prequel to a game that had advanced movements when you already had 2 that came out before that? It was a sequel to 2 other ones. And they've been basically pushing into the future. So really, in order to make another Black Ops game, they have to do one of 2 things. They either have to include advanced movements, because you can't really have, keep with the futuristic style and lose all of the advanced movements. That's just not going to be a possibility. It's just not going to make sense logically in the timeline aspect. Or they can go back and make a prequel to Black Ops 3, put it like after Black Ops 2. That is a possibility. I mean, maybe they could explain a few things that weren't really explained in the campaign. I don't know. It's possible, but I really don't foresee that happening. I really think what's going to happen is that they're just going to scrap it and they're going to start over. I think this is the final game of the Black Ops series. Am I disappointed about that? I don't know. Maybe a little bit, not a whole lot. Black Ops series has been good for the most part. There's been some things that I don't really care for too much, but I think that's more of a Treyarch kind of thing. But really, the Black Ops series as a whole has been pretty good. You know? And the campaigns have been pretty fantastic. I know the Black Ops 3 campaign was not exactly well received either. But I don't think it's all that bad from what I've seen and played. I haven't finished it by any means. But I don't think it's all that bad. So, you know, like I said, I just don't foresee it coming back. I really think we're on the last leg of the Black Ops cycle. And that's something to keep in mind coming into the next few years. Treyarch's going to have to basically reinvent their franchise, because for the last, I don't know, what, 7 years now or so, Treyarch has been Black Ops. I mean, that's when you think Treyarch Call of Duty, you think Black Ops. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. So they're really going to have to reinvent themselves with a new franchise. Where would they go with it? I don't know. I think by that point we're going to be out of the futuristic aspect of it, so I think it's going to be more of a modern day kind of thing. And like I said, they could do a prequel to Black Ops 3 and keep the Black Ops series going. Put it like Black Ops 2.5, basically. That's what we're going to call it, Black Ops 2.5. But I just don't see it coming. Maybe they could, do something with, the Afghanistan type area, kind of like the Modern Warfare games. Maybe they could do something with the Iraq push that the U.S. has been making over the last lot of years. Maybe they could do something with that. That's a touchy area, so I don't really know if that's a good idea or not. But that's a possibility. And then again, we could also see that Treyarch may be the first to go back, and maybe they could make a sequel to World at War. I know World at War was not exactly well accepted either. It tends to be looked down upon in the Call of Duty community. But knowing what they know now, and having the extra time to develop a game, and having the extra practice, so to speak, of making these extra games, it's a possibility, and they could do it, and they could do it well. And it would be completely different than the original World at War. It would be its own game, basically. It would be a sequel, but much different, because they would know what things would work and what things wouldn't. Just something to think about, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I think I went like 51-7 or 52-something like that in this video. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you did, leave a like. If you really liked it, subscribe. And don't forget to tell all your friends, because even if you didn't like it, they might. We'll see you later, guys. Peace.